For many, reading and the love for books becomes a lifelong passion that takes them on a journey, fulfills their deepest fantasies, or simply captures their imagination that no platform ever has or ever will. But no matter how fulfilling it is to some to be a book lover, there are those who need some or even a lot of convincing. Such as one of the goals of BookSpine PH, an all-in-one platform for book lovers, or even the would-be book lovers who would like to buy, sell, donate, discover, and even just to discuss books, as they would describe themselves in their Facebook page. Have we tickled your imagination just yet? Or do you need to hear more? Now, we know you're already on edge to know more, and we won't make you wait any further. We'd like to introduce our guest for tonight, Gia Santos, who is the CEO and co-founder of the pioneering tech startup BookSpine PH, which aims to change how Filipinos discover and appreciate books. Good evening again, Gia. Thank you so much for dropping by the appointment tonight.
Good evening, Charms. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, you know, the book nerd in me is jumping for joy. I can't believe this is the first episode of the appointment. It's a great topic. Now, everybody is dying to know, how did BookSpine begin? How did it all start? Tell us about it.
So it actually started during the pandemic. You see, I grew up with books. And then when everything shifted online, I saw the gap in the market where there's a lack of innovative services and products that can help serve the Filipino bookworm market. So it's so fragmented. And back then, before the pandemic, we were just going to physical bookstores to browse. But when it all closed down, where could Filipinos buy books efficiently? So,
yeah, you mentioned something about this business blossoming in the pandemic. And of course, we know the role of technology. From your Facebook page and all your social media outlets, it says that you guys are a tech-enabled social impact startup that tries to change the way we consume and enjoy books. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, from the start, we've actually had technology as our foundation. Because in the Philippines, for example, we've had customers who live in the far regions who don't have access to books. We actually had customers before who would tell us, oh, the nearest bookstore is 2 hours away and they can't even find a book that they need. So we built an e-commerce marketplace for secondhand books where people can search for the books that they want easily and then get it delivered to their homes, unlike other solutions out there where just social media before. So we also had a curated book service where they could input their interests and then we could give them books that resonate with them.
Now, Gia, you mentioned there is also a donating aspect. Are these books sold as well, or are they donated to, say, perhaps, you know, schools or children that actually need it?
Yeah, so we cater to the clutterers, and part of it gets donated to foundations and charities. Some of it gets sold, and then part of the proceeds help support children's literacy through our partner foundations.
Yeah, well, it's very interesting how technology is shaping the landscape of everything, you know, especially reading, especially with the advent of ebooks and podcasts.
Yeah.
How do you think this affects your business or your enterprise, and how do you think it has changed the landscape of reading to begin with?
I know, Charms. I grew up with physical books, so I have that bias, you know.
Right.
But when I see the market, it's really shifting. And instead of looking at technology as something that's an enemy to physical books or to reading, I'm looking at it as an ally. Because right now, it's in the digital age. I feel like there's room for both who want to read physical books and those who want to read digital books.
Ako na yun. I'm the physical book lover.
I understand because it's so different. I love the smell of the books and then the touch.
Right.
But there are some who don't have access, as I mentioned, because it's not available near them, and they want books that they can't find anywhere else in the physical stores or even online. So with digital books, I think it's an opportunity to cater to various interests of readers and make it more accessible to those who don't have access.
Okay. Of course, we know all about BookSpine PH right now, what you stand for, what your vision is, but we'd like to know about you, the founder. You have a very interesting background. You actually graduated from electronic engineering, and here you are championing literacy. How amazing is that? Do you think this gives you an interesting edge, considering your startup deals with technology?
Yeah, I'd like to think so because with my training in engineering, technology and innovation has been my core foundation. So I believe there's different ways of looking at things that other people haven't seen. So for example, we have tried to implement a lot of automated processes in our platform to make sure that we streamline operations so that we can serve customers more efficiently and we can have a further reach.
Wow,
Yeah.
great. I'm excited. Now, last but not the least, we have seen also in articles online that you have a very exciting book sale going on, 80 pesos or 200 pesos per kilo. Can you tell us and our viewers more about that? And of course, also invite book lovers and future book lovers to take part in it.
Yeah, so I really believe all it takes is one book to change a life. And you don't even have to be an avid reader to find the book that resonates with you and your interests. So with our initiative, it's actually newly launched, the 80 to 200 peso per kilo book program. So they can actually, here's the innovative part, they can actually buy online.
Oh.
Yes, so through our app. Messenger app on Facebook, so they just have to send a message, and we have a personal shopping service. So they can go to our temporary warehouse right now to buy the books 80 to 200 per kilo. We have almost all genres, subgenres, fiction, mystery, non-fiction, self-help, cookbooks even. But if they can't go to our physical warehouse in Quezon City, they can actually just send us a message, tell us their interests, and we'll get it delivered to them.
Okay, Gia, I know we're short in time, but I'm really curious. You talk about one book to change someone's life. What is the one book or one book quote that changed your life?
It's by Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. When you truly want something, the whole universe will conspire to help you achieve it.
Wow, I love that.
How about you, Charms?
I'm a Harry Potter fan, so it's got to be Albus Dumbledore when he says, happiness is always present. Amidst the darkness, all you need to do is remember to turn on the light. So, yeah. All right, I'm very inspired. Thank you so much, Gia, for gracing our show, and we'd like to wish you the best of luck for all the future endeavors of BookSpine PH. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.